listening to Proof Text, a Glossa House podcast by Dr. T. Michael W. Halcomb, Dr. Fredrick J. Long, Dr. Mario Melendez, Dr. Jennifer Noonan, and J. M. Smith. Welcome and enjoy.
Hello, welcome to Constituent Marking with Fred Long on Proof Text, and I'm Fred Long, and we're looking at 1 Corinthians 12:21 today. So that's what we're looking at, and we're going to be looking at marking this text, and I'll try to read it, and then we'll discuss it. So read it, and then I'll mark it. So dinete de o ophthalmos ipin te keri. Kriansu uk echo. All right, and we'll stop right there. So dunete de. So that is the conjunction. I'm going to put a box around it. It marks new development. Then I see an adverb, which I'll put a box, dotted box or circle around it. The main verb is dunete. This is from duname. So dunete. So there's a negation taking place. Duname means to be able. So this is third singular form of it. So let's keep marking as we look through the text. We're going to see a subject, o ophthalmos. So there's the subject. So moreover, the eye, o ophthalmos u dunete, is not able to ipin. So ipin is the complementary infinitive going with the verb dunete. This verb, duname, lexical form, duname, regularly takes the infinitive. So whenever I see it, actually, I'm looking for an infinitive, and there it is. So not able to say. And say te kiri. Iota, there, te kiri. To the hand. Say to the hand. So this is a dotted underline because it goes with, it's the indirect object of saying. So say to the hand. So altogether, moreover, the eye is not able to say to the hand. And then here we see a raised dot there, which is suggesting there's going to be some kind of statement. And we see also a capitalized letter there in what follows. So what follows is kriansu uk echo. And that he with krian, which means need, is indicating the editors are believing this is direct discourse, a direct statement. And direct statements and indirect statements are subordinate clauses, and so we put them in inside of brackets. So uk echo is the subject, so I single underline it. Uk is an adverb, so I put a dotted circle or box around it. And then krian, su, gets a double underline, and that's a terrible double underline. I'm going to do that a little bit better. So krian is double underlined because it's the direct object. Su is after it. It's a genitive. I draw an arrow back from su to krian. So krian su, double underline with su, arrow going back to krian. Uk echo. This is the direct discourse that the eye is not able to say to the hand, quote, I have no need of you, unquote. So that's what the hand is not able to say. So Paul is developing this argument. The de is marking new development. And so he's developing the argument in that way. So, all right. Well, and then we get an A in what follows. The A is marking alternative. It means or. And then the pollen is an adverb, which we can put a dotted box or circle around it. So, or again. Okay, so this is indicating that there's going to be is suggesting there's going to be kind of a parallel construction. So you have e palin, e kephale, tis posin. So e kephale is nominative singular. I'm single underlining that. And that is going to indicate the subject. And then you have a tis posin, dative case plural. Now that is, I'm going to dotted underline it. And what I'm recognizing here is that there's a parallel construction going on. So just as in the first part of verse 21, you have the I speaking to the hand. So now you're having the head to the feet. Okay, so this is an elliptical construction where the verb dunate, u dunate, and ipen, the complement with dunate, is being resupplied. So these elements, I'm highlighting them, the u dunate ipen, is not able to say, is actually just being resupplied. It's being re-understood. And really this passage, especially the last several verses of 1 Corinthians 12, really illustrate the phenomenon of ellipsis, where you have implied verbal elements or other elements. There's just a lot of this going on. And this is common. It's tricky for beginning students, throws off even intermediate and sometimes advanced students because you have to kind of unpack, what's being understood here. But this is really just good communication. It's efficient, and it's not always necessary to specify everything when that is understood. Cognitively, I think it's interesting the effect that has when an audience is expected to resupply so much information. I almost think that there can be a kind of cognitive effect of needing to resupply it yourself. And it kind of calls for the audience to be more engaged, actually, because they are the ones who have to actively supply the missing words, in a way that they're kind of reconstructing it themselves and then internalizing it. So that's my suspicion, is that there are some cognitive effects achieved by this kind of terse communication where there's implied elements, that it's actually a bit more demanding on the audience. And this may help persuade them in the sense that they're needing to supply so many implied elements from the context. But that's just my suspicion. I throw that out there. Okay, so and or again, so e palin, e kephale, tis posin, and again, the head is not able to say to the feet. So what is this? What is the head not able to say to the feet? Well, it's in fact virtually the same thing as before. The only difference is, so you see if you can hear it, those listening, krian umon uk echo. So rather than su singular, you have umon. And the reason why it's umon plural, you plural possessive. So I'm drawing an arrow back to krian. Krian is the direct object. Umon is because the feet are plural. So the you is referring back to the feet. And so that's why you move from su singular to plural umon. And then you have the same structure. I do not have need of you. So the head is not able to say to the feet, I have no need of you all, plural. So there you go. That's 1 Corinthians 12:21, kind of marked up there. It's a parallelism, once again, with kind of an interesting palin, or again. So Paul kind of connects these two kind of scenarios where one body part says to another body part, I have no need of you. He says that's just not tenable. You're not able to do that. You're not able to say that. That's just not how it works. All right. Well, I hope you're finding these helpful and look forward to having you listen next time.
Interested in growing your ancient language skills but not sure where to start? Glossa House can help. From illustrated readers and short stories to lexicons and grammars, Glossa House offers a variety of resources for beginning, intermediate, and experienced ancient language learners. Head to glossahouse.com today. Glossa House, language resources for the global community.